It's nice to meet you guys. Sorry for the late upload as I've been sick, so my voice is a little bit off too. This is the difficult stages walkthrough of ToaH Lyrith Rotation February 2018. Just a gentle reminder that these are the dates for free ToA and free rune removal. Starting off at floor 50 we have Woonsa. In this stage you need a really good crowd control team. I'm using Basalt here, rune on Despair. Yes, I finally 6-star my Basalt even though I don't need him, but I'm slowly trying out new monsters and try to use less of my net fights when I do this walkthrough with you guys. In the first wave we have all water monsters. I'm using my 3 staples, Beretta, Spectra and Bella. I've also brought my Zaiross as an extra crowd control monster. He is on Despair. This will also allow the enemies to not simply just focus on one fire monster on my team. In the second wave we have Jultan and Charlotte. Crowd control will be useful here as Charlotte also can reduce your attack bar and stun you, so this will not allow your healers to move. Jultan is a light monster, so if you're using just Mentura, you do want your Mentura to be tanky enough. Basalt is definitely safe here as he has his own defense buff. In the boss wave, sometimes this is also about luck. I restarted this stage a few times during recording before settling with this comp. With Zaiross, you can save yourself from Woonsa and Icarus skill because you are using Zaiross to reset their skills, but sometimes the reset doesn't go off. Sometimes Woonsa doesn't use his third skill, so it depends on luck. If you think your team has potential, just restart the stage and try again. At stage 59 we have the Dark Yeti and Jultan. I cleared this stage with Thessarian. He has Oblivion which can switch off Jultan's passive, so a 5-star Thessarians will be enough. However, if you don't have Thessarians, you can use Chloe. I'm here showing you how Chloe is able to survive the waves and protect your team. My other team members are just the daughters, and yes, I finally 6-star my Mentura. He is so much fun. So adding dots to the comp. So just try to bring as much daughters as you can. You can also use Train, or if you don't have so many daughters, you can use Jamire, Genny or Maeve would help. As we go through the waves, you can see there's no fire monsters, so your skill refreshers will be safe from any elemental advantage. At the boss wave, if you are using Tessar, it's best to Oblivion the Jultan first. It would be great if your Tessar is on Violent, so if you are using a Chloe like me, my Chloe is rune on Swift. It's the fastest unit here. She will go first and buff her invisibility shield on everyone. Then I don't need worry about any reflect damage, especially from Jultan. My next round of protection is my shield runes, but if you're using daughters like Zaiross and Rika, as you can see, poof, they are gone. Because they do hit hard and they will get very high reflect damage back. But you should be able to pass this stage if you have land dots on them before. Meanwhile, just land your small hits on the Dark Yeti. Stage 60 we have Artamiel. I'm not using my Veromos this time, trying out my 2 new monsters, Mentura and Basalt. Their runes isn't even max or the best runes. In the first 2 waves, we'll just store them up with Beretta and Mentura. At the boss stage, I just stored them up and crowd control them. Mentura will help me with an AoE armor break to the Yeti and Artamiel, as these monsters are defense scaling, so they will not revenge me that painful. Try stun it up with my Despair runes. My Mentura die cause its runes aren't maxed and it's quite squishy as compared to my Basalt. but mainly you don't want to give up as long as you have your 3 main monsters. So once the minions are down, you can focus on Artamiel. So Artamiel has heal for his second skill, but it's not necessary to bring a heal block if you have attack bar reducer like Basalt and Beretta. Some people rune Violence on their Mentura or Basalt, but I rune them all on Despair to help me with crowd control. At stage 70 you have Veromos, so I'm trying out Tessar in the boss stage here. I bring Mentura as my armor breaker. I'm not using Bella as he gets targeted by the Dark Vikings in the first wave. I'm using Chasun. In the second wave, Tessa also helped to Olivian Rena's passive. This helps you clear this wave faster. At the boss stage, start Olivianing the minions and dot them up with Mentura and Beretta. More importantly, you want to Oblivion Perna first so they don't heal their allies, and also when they die, they won't come back to life. Remember that monsters that die from the dots won't activate White Arm's passive. Perna will target on Chasun and White Arm will target on Mentura, so make sure both of your monsters are tanky. Stage 80, we have the Light Hell Lady. Again, I'm using an F2P team here. I brought Pharaoh along, mainly for the first wave, so he can cleanse Jojo's bombs and the armor breaker from the Light Grim Reaper. But in this round, Jojo didn't get to bomb me, In the second wave, we have Michelle and the Light Sylph. I'm working on Michelle first as she can reduce the harmful effects, time, and heal. She can also revive her allies. So meanwhile, I have 2 dark monsters to tank out the hits from the Light Sylph. Vero will help me cleanse the debuff they put on me. At the boss stage, you can see there's Beretta and the Fire Cobalt Bomber. They give a lot of debuffs, but mainly I just focus on the Light Hell Lady and just stun the minions, so letting them die to Beretta and Mentura's dots. Stage 87, we have double Akroma and Zaiross. I cleared this stage with Veromos and Jultan as my dark tanker on stream, so replaying this stage I thought that it would take me too long to replicate using the same team. So then I remember seeing a Facebook post by my friend Pao. She used Deafness, so I thought let's try it out too. My Deafness has 0 skill up and very bad runes. I brought 2 dark monsters and thought I'll just go with Berserk Leader skill instead. In the first wave, we have the Dark Rasasha, which I hate so much because she always kills my Bella. That's why I am not bringing Bella in here. I brought Mentura here for fun cause it does dots and it's one of my newer 6 star. So double daughters will help me clear the waves faster, which also means less chance of the enemies killing me. In the second wave, you need to take care of Chasun, as Bernard can armor break Chasun and Spectra can kill her. Then you have waste your time doing this stage. Don't forget to keep using Daphne's skill to chunk off their HP for a faster death. So in this wave I went for Spectra first. Coming to the boss wave, you want to CC Zaiross first. Keep dodging him and stunning him. Daphnis can reduce his skill cooldown so he doesn't do his reset on you. So this whole stage took me about 9 minutes, which I thought was really fast. So I remember to use Daphnis next time. As you can see, Akroma's HP goes down a lot faster as compared to me using Jultan. If you do not have Daphnis, you can also use Harmonia. She is a fusible fire monster and she will survive the waves well. With her third skill, Unwanted Harmony, she can even out Akroma's HP with your lowest HP, which is usually your dark tanker, and including that, it decreases 15% HP of Akroma. This way you can chunk off a lot of Akroma's HP and have a faster run. At stage 90 we have Jamire. This is after the Jamire buff, which can give you a little headache, as he can now cleanse all the CC that you do on his allies. So the best kind of CC for this stage is to use attack bar reducer, preferably AoE. I'm using Mentura again for the dots. The first wave is all light monsters which will target Mentura. So if you don't have strong CC team, you can don't use Mentura here. Maybe a Ragdoll or a Zaiross. In the second wave it's easier, just take them down with dots. Lockdown, punk. In the boss stage, the first time I played this, Jamire used his third skill on his first turn and cleansed all the debuff that I've put of them. But this round, as you can see, he doesn't use it until like most of them were dying. So I guess you can say it's also based on luck. Not every round it would be the same. If you fail, just try again. Even with Veromos, I also almost died. My Spectra died and I left with 3 monsters to carry on. That's why I think that reducing attack bar is important here, not just being able to stun or freeze them. Charlotte and Poseidon can help with attack bar reduction. Floor 93 we have Leo and the Ragdolls. You can use Tessa to Oblivion their passives, but I find it hard as it's 5 monsters versus 1 Tessa. Instead, I decided to go with a more YOLO build, my .com team, 4 daughters and 1 healer. I'm using Bella instead of Chasun as Bella will provide me with attack bar buff. If you have Train, you can use Train, but I don't have it 6 star so I'm not using it. In the first wave, there's Rogue, where he can team up with mobs, usually to deal damage to your wind monsters. But if you're like me running daughters who are all on despair runes, you don't have to worry too much about the first 2 waves. Just keep raining all your dots on them. If you're having trouble in the first wave as your monsters die too fast, so what I usually rune my monsters on is slot 4 and slot 6 will be 6 star runes. So even if like the substats aren't that great or they are blue runes, I will still use them, and it's quite suitable for ToaH monsters as a start before you upgrade to like a hero or better rune. In the boss wave, I just YOLO and rain all my dots on them. Naturally, they will target my Bella because they are dark Ragdolls. In cases like these, you can use Neil, the light fairy, to buff Invincible on herself to take in all of the Ragdoll hits, especially its Torrent. If you have Zaiross, it's nice to use his skill to reset all their Torrents. Yeah, remember Torrent ignore defense when their HP is below 30%, so make sure you land sufficient amount of dots on them. So at least 3 or more daughters in your comm is good. Thank you for watching the walkthrough. I hope this video will help you climb ToaH hard. I've also played my ToaH hard 1 to 100 live on stream, so if you need to look for any specific flaws, you can check out my Twitch video which I'll upload on YouTube soon. It will be in 2 separate videos as it takes really long to render the whole thing. Good luck on your ToaH summoning scroll, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!